Have you ever experienced burning and throbbing pain all over your shoulder and your shoulder blade? You wake up and the pain is there, and it's a constant pain that doesn't go away. If you do, you might have frozen shoulder or adhesive capsulitis. Today I'm going to show you 3 exercises that you should be doing throughout all phases of the frozen shoulder rehab process. If you start to do these exercises before your shoulder begins to get stiff or frozen, you might even be able to avoid the frozen phase of the frozen shoulder injury altogether. The first stretch is the table slide exercise. This stretch gives a good general stretch for your shoulder. You can start by sitting in front of your dining table, put your hand on the table, and slide your hand across the table as far as you can without the pain increasing too much. Right before your pain starts to increase, hold the stretch for about 30 seconds. Remember to take slow and deep breath while you hold the stretch, and then after 30 seconds, come back to your starting position to rest. Repeat this stretch for 3 times. You can do this twice a day. If this stretch is too easy for you, you can go to a wall and do a wall slide exercise instead, which is the same exercise except you put your hand on the wall instead of on the table and slide your hand up the wall instead of across the table. If your pain does increase when you do these stretching exercises, or if your pain increases after you do these exercises, make sure to ice your shoulder for 15 to 20 minutes. If you cannot tolerate ice for that long, you can just ice for a couple of minutes or even a couple of seconds. The second stretch is a corner stretch. Find a corner in your home and rest your forearms on the 2 walls of the corner. Try to keep your elbows at the height of your shoulders, but if you cannot, it's okay. But still, make sure your elbows are resting on the walls. Try to hold this position for up to 30 seconds. Make sure you're taking slow and deep breaths, and then put your arms down to rest. Repeat 3 times and twice a day. If your shoulders are too tight or too painful when you do this exercise, you can try to do this next exercise instead. If the corner stretch is too difficult or too painful for you, sit next to a table parallel to the table. Rest your forearm on the table. You can put your forearm slightly in front of your body, but make sure your elbow is resting on the table. Slowly bend your body forward until you start to feel a stretch in your shoulder. When you feel your shoulder pain starts to increase, stop and hold the stretching position and hold the stretch for up to 30 seconds. Make sure you're taking your slow deep breaths and come back to starting position. Repeat for 3 times and do this twice a day. The third and final stretch for your frozen shoulder. Again, we start in the sitting position. Hold a cane or mop or an umbrella. Rest it slightly outside of your foot. Hold on to the cane with the arm that you're going to stretch. Slowly push the cane forward at a diagonal to the side for the stretch. When you feel your shoulder pain starting to increase, stop pushing forward, hold the stretching position, hold the stretch for up to 30 seconds, make sure you're taking slow deep breaths, and then after 30 seconds, come back to starting position to rest. Repeat for 3 times, twice a day. I hope these stretches are helpful for you. To fully recover from frozen shoulder, please consult your local physical therapist or physiotherapist for a personalized rehab program. Please also check out the video that I made for how to massage for frozen shoulder.